So, most people think they'll retire at 65 or later, but life has other plans. In this video, we'll explore why 62 should be your baseline retirement target and why working beyond that should be treated as a bonus, not a guarantee. We'll cover health risks, emotional well being, finances, and real life stats to help you make the smartest decisions for your future. Let's dive right in. So, most people think that they'll retire at 65, 67, or even later. But here's the reality: the average actual retirement age in the US is just 62. And today, I'm going to tell you why you should plan to retire at 62, even if you hope to work longer. If you do work beyond that, great, it's a bonus. But you can't afford to plan your entire future on a maybe. Let's get into why 62 should be your target age for financial freedom. Let's first start with some eye opening stats. The average retirement age in the US is about 62 years old. Roughly half of all retirees leave the workforce earlier than they expected. Why? Not because they hit their dream number, but because of illness, job loss, family obligations, or burnout. So, if you're planning to retire at 67 or 70, you're betting against the odds. The smarter move: prepare to retire at 62. If life goes your way and you work longer, that's fantastic. Let's plan from a place of realism, not wishful thinking. Health is the wild card. I feel great now, and I hope you do. But here's the truth: chronic illness rises sharply after age 60. Over 70% of Americans over 60 have at least one chronic condition. Long term disability or caregiving responsibilities often strike unexpectedly. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. Planning for a 62 retirement gives you the buffer to adapt if health problems shows up early. It's more about flexibility and freedom. Let's now talk job security. Maybe people assume they'll work into their 60s or even 70s, but employers may have different plans. Ageism is very real in the workplace. Layoffs often hit senior employees first. They're more expensive. Even if you keep your job, roles and hours can change. If you want to work longer, fantastic, but don't count on it as your primary plan. Build a future where work is optional, not mandatory. Now, let's talk quality of life. Ask yourself a few things. What do you want your 60s to feel like? Do you want to be grinding in a cubicle or traveling, spending time with family, volunteering, or working on passion projects? Many retirees say their early 60s are the best years, old enough to be wise, young enough to be active. Planning to retire at 62 gives you the chance to actually enjoy life, not just survive it. Let's address the elephant in the room: money. Yes, Social Security benefits are lower at 62, but here's the thing: taking Social Security early doesn't have to ruin your retirement if you're prepared. If you retire at 62 but delay Social Security until 67 or 70, you can use other savings to bridge the gap. The key is building your own income sources, like from your 401ks, IRAs, and maybe even passive income streams. Start with retirement readiness checklists. Double check your net worth, emergency fund, retirement accounts, health insurance plan, debt under control. Once you hit your numbers, the power is in your hands. There's something most people forget: retiring doesn't mean doing nothing. It just means stepping away from mandatory full time work. You can still start a consulting business, work part time, volunteer, or explore creative passions. But you're doing it because you want to, not because you have to. That's real freedom. Most people plan forward. I'll retire someday, maybe at 65. Instead, flip that. What do you need to do to retire at 62? Then reverse engineer your steps. How much do you need saved? What will your expenses look like? How can you increase savings, reduce expenses, or invest smarter now? This mindset shift changes everything. You're not drifting, you're driving your plan forward. Now, let's say everything goes great, you're healthy, energized, and decide to work until 67 or even 70. Awesome. Every extra year counts. This helps grow your investments, increases Social Security payouts, and delays drawing down your nest egg. But now it's a choice, not a necessity. That's what makes those years a bonus: the difference: freedom versus obligation. Here's the bottom line: don't wait for 65 to start living your life. Plan to retire at 62. That's your new target. If life allows you to work longer, that's a blessing and not a plan. Give yourself the gift of options. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. What's your retirement age goal? Are you on track for 62? Let's talk about it in the comments. Until next time, keep building your freedom.